My name is Hemant Oberoi and I am a chef. The thing I know best is cooking, so I try to spread joy through my food. I want not only the taste of food to capture imaginations, but also the sound, the look, the feel, and the scent. That's what motivates me to experiment with the food. Now, people's expectation from me has reached sky high. Most of the times, I don't disappoint. But there are times in my life where even my skills were tested to its limits. Those times when I was asked to cook for internationally traveled connoisseurs of food and styles, celebrities, who are used to the best and the finest. What could one cook for them has indeed been a challenge. That's when I had to dive into my innermost creativity and outdo even my best. It's in these circumstances that I have come out with some of my most celebrated dishes. So let me share my experiences and journeys into some of my most iconic dishes. Rajasthan, a state full of mysteries, full of palaces, full of food. Everything is so tasty and you can only relish it once you go to Rajasthan. My first visit, vaguely if I remember, it should be in 80s. When we were going from Jaipur to Udaipur to Ajmer, there's much more to Rajasthani food than what we know about. I said, this is such a beautiful cuisine. Our culture, our everything we are forgetting. Why not one day I'll bring it back? Then when I went back second time, me and my team, we started working on it, created and recreated a lot of dish. Even met some of the royal family members to find out their recipes, their ancestors' recipes. And such amazing recipes they have of khad cuisine, khad khargosh and everything. So some were discussed, some were passed on. And that's where the idea was born. When I started thinking about how do I bring this cuisine into the restaurant, and to think about the acceptability by the customer. It's very necessary the customer also has to accept today. And in fact, we took a lot of trips to Dharavi, Kumarwadas. We started making different pots. In fact, I sat down. I never knew how to make the pottery thing. Only the Kumars were teaching us how to do it. And then I'll tell him, this is the shape I need. And sometimes try my hand on shaping of small miniature tandoors which could go onto the table. I wanted to make a nice, beautiful cloche on top of the pots. So that we could seal the pots for the curd lamb or curd chicken. and that could be served to the guests, and the cloche is open in front of the guests. And we wanted to make smaller mitti ka plates. Those were quite a few things which we created and recreated in that area. And once it was done, we tried out all the dishes, how much heat it will take. Whether it can withstand the heat onto the hot plates or not, onto the gas or not. And once it worked out, then it was go. Guys, this is for you. You can put this on top of each other, put the bread inside, cook it. I want to try a leg of lamb in this. That's why I got this bigger pot. Okay, let's get going.
Yes.
Okay? Take a leg of lamb, marinate it with salt, ginger garlic paste, a little chili powder, and yogurt. The trick in this is, if you marinate it with the salt and keep it, it works as a tenderizer. And if you marinate for 2 to 3 hours, it's good enough for that. Some garlic paste, ginger garlic paste. Only chili. Yeah, can you soak the almonds separately?
Separately, yes.
Or you take the slivers of almonds.
Okay.
And then make a very fine paste. I think you can use the Bajaj blender for that.
Yes. Sir, do I need to grind this?
Yes, please take some yogurt and just grind it in that Bajaj grinder.
Okay.
Huh? And it will make a very smooth paste. Just do that.
Chef, you check the dough.
Once you know that this homogeneous mixture is ready,
Yeah.
you can put the paste. So are we ready with the marinated lamb?
Yes, sir.
Just put in this. On a very slow fire, we can do the cooking. Yeah. Are you giving me the onion paste?
Yes, sir.
you can keep it on top only here. Just brush with little oil in this. This is the red onion paste. And this is a little bit of the pure ghee. We'll add it. We made enough sauce so that the lamb is getting cooked into the sauce and it doesn't dry up. And if you add a dash of pure ghee, which they use in abundance in Rajasthan, I think it adds to the flavor of the dish. Here we go. Now it is sealed. Now we leave it on at least for 1.5 hours on a slow cooking. There are two parts of the pot. One is the bottom part in which all the heat is retained, and one is the top, which works as a cloche. So one has to ensure that it is properly sealed with the atta on the side so that the steam does not evaporate and the flavors remain within the cycle, and it drops back as a moisture back into the sauce. So that's where the flavors are retained, the flavor doesn't go out, and the ran will always remain moist. It was only a couple of months back that I got the idea of creating a dish with corn. I've always wondered why people don't take one ingredient and create about 10-12 dishes out of that. And that's one we came across. I said, there doesn't seem to be a dessert. The corn is so soft and tender. Why can't we boil it along with the milk, churn it, add a paste of that, and make it like a kheer? And within 2-3 experiments, the result was amazing. It's a very seasonal thing in Rajasthan and in the country that few months you will get the white corn, otherwise you get the yellow corn. And then when we thought of doing the makai ki kheer, I said, let me use the yellow corn only. Because as such, if I put white corn into the white rabdi, it will not make any difference. It will not even show. And people have to wonder, oh, something there is different. But with yellow corn, immediately the pulp is adding to the flavors. And it worked very well. Excellent.
Chef, what is this one?
I want to make a dessert which is related to Rajasthan. We will make bhutte ki kheer. Sounds crazy, but it is. Let's start moving. Yeah? One has to be careful that there's no skin or husk in the corn which goes into the puree. cool down at room temperature
Yes.
first, huh? And then we'll chill it. Very nice. Make some cardamom powder also. Have to remove all this. Now we are adding that corn puree. And the cardamom powder. Very unique, distinct flavors with the very deep roots. And I think this cuisine is here to stay. When I was doing a dinner for a very top-end celebrity in Jodhpur, in a Nagori village, we had set up, the entire place was converted into a Khad cuisine place. It was a village created with all the benches and the stools and everything created in mud, and they had to sit on that. All the chulas were made of the mud, and there were ladies cooking the rotis on this thing and grinding the fresh atta over there. This was an experience which was. This aroma can take you back to Rajasthan, down the memory lane, and you will enjoy every bit of this lamb.